Hey guys, what's up? It's Zain. I wanted to talk about why it's important for you to communicate with your lawyer effectively, right? And I know there's a lot going around where people say that lawyers are the ones that don't communicate effectively. And to an extent, that's true, right? Some lawyers don't really communicate with their clients, right? Maybe they're doing it because they're busy, maybe they're doing it on purpose, maybe they're doing it for whatever reason, right? You're always going to have lawyers that don't really communicate with their client. Now, as a client, what you can do is to better that communication is have a conversation with your lawyer, right? But that's a different topic, right? Today, I want to talk about how you, as a client, need to effectively communicate with your lawyer when that lawyer is effectively communicating with you, right? So, in this video, this is a video about where your lawyer is communicating with you effectively, but you're not communicating with the lawyer, right? Now, like I said, I'll do a different video on when you're trying to communicate as a client effectively to your lawyer, but your lawyer is not communicating back to you effectively, right? So, why is it important for you to communicate effectively with your lawyer when your lawyer is communicating effectively with you, right? And pretty much what it boils down to is a couple of things, right? And this is not in no order of importance, but Um, the main thing is, I'll tell you the main thing, and then I'll tell you the sub reasons why it's effective for you to communicate effectively with your lawyer when your lawyer is trying to get in touch with you or communicate with you, right? So the main reason is because it helps you out. It helps your case, right? That's the main reason. It helps you out. So, in a personal injury context, if your lawyer tells you, hey, I want you to visit the chiropractor so we can further your claim, and gather all the evidence to submit to the insurance adjuster so you can get your settlement, or your lawyer can file suit so your lawyer has documents ready to prove to the jury that you were injured because your chiropractor is going to refer you to a medical doctor and or start treatment him or herself if you're injured. So you need to take initiative to go to the chiropractor or the doctor or the MRI specialist, whatever, right? And if you can't go, you need to let your attorney know so your attorney can figure out arrangements for you, right? So your attorney can figure out other ways you can go. You need to let the chiropractor know you can't come today so they can reschedule you. It's very important you do what your attorney tells you, right? Why? Again, so it can help you out. Your attorney's here to help you, to benefit your case. You want a strong case. In the personal injury context, a lot of clients don't really show up. They miss doctor's appointments. They don't show up for the x-ray. They miss all of this. They miss all of that, right? And the lawyer's more than willing to help them, but they don't communicate effectively with the lawyer. So, guys, clients, I want you to figure this out. Let your lawyer know immediately if you're having issues. Your lawyer will figure this out for you, right? And now, the sub reason is there's basically two sub reasons, right? One of the sub reason ties into the first sub reason in a way. The sub reason is because you don't get taken advantage of, right? You will get taken advantage of if you have a weak claim. So, in the personal injury context, if you're not showing up to the chiropractor, if you're not showing up to the doctor, you're showing up when you feel like you're not effectively communicating with your lawyer. Your lawyer is not going to be able to prepare proper affidavits, proper demand letters supported with bills that the doctors, the medical professionals provide him, right? And because of that, you're going to get taken advantage of. Why? Because the insurance adjusters or the insurance companies are not going to offer your lawyer a decent settlement, and your lawyer will have to go to trial, right? And when your lawyer goes to trial, there won't be anything to prove in trial, right? So your lawyer might even recommend, hey, it's not worth going to trial because we have nothing. So again, guys, it's very effective to communicate with your lawyer, right? Especially if your lawyer is communicating with you, trying to resolve everything, right? I'll give you an example in a criminal context. If your lawyer tells you, let's say you have a restraining order, and your lawyer tells you, don't go to that house. He's communicating with you effectively. Don't go to that individual's house where you have a restraining order out. And you go to that house, right? First of all, the main reason is he's doing that to help you out, right? Because you're going to get taken, you're going to get arrested if you go to that house, right? You're going to get arrested if the cop sees you. Second, you're going to get taken advantage of. How are you going to get taken advantage of? Because that person living in that house, if they see you don't know what's going on. They see that you're lollygagging or loitering or trespassing around the house that you have a restraining order. They're going to call the cops, right? So you got taken advantage of, right? The lawyer had already told you what the law was. You don't go there, right? And now they see you without a lawyer. They probably think you don't have a lawyer. You go show up there, you get taken advantage of, right? And now, the other sub reason is if you don't effectively communicate with your lawyer is you'll be stuck in loopholes, right? You'll be stuck in loopholes. What do I mean by being stuck in loopholes? What's going to happen is your lawyer is going to say something to you and you're going to ask your lawyer the same question again. You're going to be like, Zain, or whoever your lawyer is, Zain, what do I do about this? This is what happened. And guess what? Your lawyer will tell you, were you not paying attention when I told you this about 4 days ago? Right? You're going to be stuck in loopholes. If you don't communicate effectively, some of the questions you ask again are going to show that lawyer, look, I already said this once, maybe twice, maybe 3 times. Like, are you not paying attention? Like, what's going on? What's going on? And a lot of this is because you're not effectively communicating with the lawyer. So you're running around figuring stuff out on your own, asking the same questions. Sometimes that happens with my clients also. Like, my clients will ask me the same question again, and I'll have to go back and tell them, were you not paying attention? Because sometimes I'll lose communication with my clients, right? And I encourage my clients to effectively communicate with me all the time, right? Now, sometimes they won't effectively communicate with me, but I'll usually figure out a way for me to effectively communicate with them, right? I love all my clients, and I'll figure out a way to effectively communicate with them, and everything goes smooth, all right? So, that's the main thing, right? Your lawyer is only trying to help you out. And now within that main thing, there's 2 sub reasons, right? One is you'll get taken advantage of if you don't communicate effectively with your lawyer, and the other is you'll walk around in loopholes because you'll be trying to figure everything out on your own, and your lawyer would have already told you, if you would have listened and communicated effectively, that look, this is how this is going to work. And you would come back there and ask your lawyer, so how does this work again? So guys, if you effectively communicate with your lawyer, it's very beneficial to you, right? Your lawyer's in it for your best interest. Your lawyer's trying to gather all the evidence he needs in a personal injury context or in a criminal defense context, right? In a criminal defense context, your lawyer will generally advise you to stay out of more legal trouble, to not do this again, not do that again, because the state could bump up the charges. So you need to pay attention to what your lawyer is saying so you don't get taken advantage of, right? And you're not confused. You're not dumbfounded, So guys, that's all I wanted to say. Just remember, listen to what your lawyer is saying. And if you can't, if you're at least listening to your lawyer and you can't really comply with what your lawyer is telling you, but at least you're making good faith effort to listen and communicate with your lawyer's going to help you out, right? Let's say you're missing chiropractor appointments because you're having to drive so far away. Your lawyer's going to help you out. Don't just lose communication with your lawyer. Don't just lose communication with the chiropractor, right? Don't lose communication. This is videos for all those people that purposely or unconsciously or really don't care about communication and are delaying the communication between that lawyer, right? They're not communicating effectively with their lawyer. They're not thanking the lawyer that's trying to help them out. They're not really understanding what's going on, what a lawyer is doing for them. So, guys, if you're one of those people that are actually taking steps to communicate with your lawyer, but at the same time, you really can't comply with everything the lawyer is telling you because it's a hardship, the lawyer is going to be more than willing to help you out. But if you're just ignoring your lawyer, you're like, I don't want to do this, I don't want to do that, then guys, come on, step it up, step it up, talk to your lawyer and get in touch with your lawyer. Your lawyer is going to communicate effectively with you and he'll appreciate you. All right? So if you have any questions, let me know. Send me an email, call me, comment, like, subscribe. All right? Peace, guys. I am out.